everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Dure or the Cook or whatever you like to call me, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought about not posting because I did post it last week and I told you that it would be the videos would be coming on every alternate week, but last week's video was more of a sort of a gift thing and like that. So my videos will be coming on every alternate Thursday and every Saturday. I'll try to post every Saturday, I can't promise that, but I'll try to post every Saturday. Okay. But if something comes up that I can't post on my usual schedule time, I'll let you guys know through a community post. Okay. So today I want to talk about a series that I loved. I actually loved this series and I watched it while I was still healing from my dental procedure, jaw procedure that I talked about before. So it was a series that I watched while I was still healing and I loved it so much that I finished it in one day. And I don't do that. You know that. You guys know that I don't really finish things in just one day. By the way, I did brush my hair. When my mom will watch this video, she'll be like, you again didn't brush your hair. I did brush my hair, okay? It looks like this right now. I don't know why. Anyways, so the series is a German series that I watched in dubbed. I watched dubbed. I didn't watch in subtitles because usually I do watch things in subtitles. I like to watch things in their original language, but I was sick, so that's why I watched it like this. I believe it's a German series. If it's not German, I'm so sorry. I believe it's a German series and it's called Murder Mindfully. If you are into thrill comedy, it's amazing. Murder Mindfully. The series, by the way, I'm going to be giving a lot of spoilers in this. It's not spoiler free. So if you want to watch this series, go ahead, watch Murder Mindfully and then come back to this video so we can discuss it. Anyways, the series is about a lawyer who has some problems going on in his family with his wife and his child because of his work. He's always missing out on important events like his daughter's birthday and special events like that. So he's always missing out on these events and he wants to be like present more for his daughter. So his wife suggests a person, I don't know what they're called, a person who teaches mindfulness. So he goes there and to learn mindfulness, alright? But there's not enough space in my phone right now, so the video is stopping all continuously. Anyways, so the lawyer is actually working for a mafia boss and he's always like doing all like trying to save him and his people from getting involved with law and stuff, and he's already doing all the dirty work for his firm while the firm members are not really treating him well. And there's this thing going on as well, and the other thing that's going on is that because of his work he's not really being able to spend time with his family. So after going to this man who's teaching him mindfulness, he learns a lot and whatever he learns, this is what the series is about. Now the mafia boss ends up killing the right hand man of another mafia boss, and in this the entire thing is recorded by a bus filled with students, and they're all like recording him doing this, and his face is recorded and spread all over social media. So there's literally no saving him, and he's like continuously telling him, the lawyer, that save me, you have to save me, you have to save me. By the way, I'll be using these words because I watched this a month ago and I forget names easily. Alright, so what he does is that he tells them that you have to save me now. But he couldn't really do that. He wants to spend time with his daughter, because he promised his daughter that he'd be spending time with him. Okay, so he wants to spend time with him. By the way, my studio's door is open right now because the studio is really cold and my dog just came. So, okay, I don't know if the angle is still the same or not because I had to leave because my mom called me. Okay, I don't know where I was in the video, but if I'm repeating any points, I'll just cut it out. Anyways, so the mafia boss is telling the lawyer to work for him and to take care of all this, there are two problems going on at this time with the lawyer. Number one, he promised his daughter that he'll spend time with her. Number two, the situation is completely out of hand. Like, what is there that he can do? There are videos with his face everywhere killing the right hand man. So there's not much that he can do about it. So what he does is he's like, why don't you run away? And he's like, oh yeah, you're going with your daughter to this place, right? So I'll just hide in your trunk. And then he says something really bad about the daughter, which I don't remember, but it was something that really pissed off the lawyer. Anyways, so when he's hiding in his trunk and going to this lake house, the daughter's like, when they reach that place, right? The daughter tells him to come play with him and leave his work that was in the trunk, because the dad goes like, oh, there's just work stuff in my trunk. So she's like, just leave it and come play with me. And he looks at the trunk and then he leaves him there for a whole day and night and everything in scorching heat. So naturally the mafia boss dies. Now the whole thing goes on. This is just the start. Although I'm not going to tell you the whole story, okay? Because at the same time, even if you haven't watched it, I'm not going to really like spoil it. But I can do that because I told you if you want story times, I can do that. And all you have to do is just leave a comment and tell me that we want a whole story time of this series or of this book, and I can do that for you guys. Anyways, even though it will take time, but because first, if there's something that I haven't read and you have requested it, I would have to read it or watch it. And if it's something that I have read or watched it, I still have to revisit that thing to create a story time. Anyways, so what happens is that the whole series is now based on this mafia boss death and him pretending that the mafia boss is still alive but just hiding somewhere. And all of this thing carries on, and he's like now doing everything to hide the fact that the mafia boss is murdered. And honestly, it's such a great series. Like every single point, everything he does, it's so great. And then it ends up that the mafia boss was also being like framed, not like that framed, but the situation was made in a way that the mafia boss would kill the right hand man, and somehow those two mafia bosses would fight together. It was made that way. So yeah, everything that's opening up and everything that's happening, it's quite good. And just to hide that fact, he keeps doing more and more and more stuff, and how he keeps imagining his going back to his learning sessions with that guy who taught him mindfulness. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. This series is pretty awesome. Now, because this is not like, oh, watch it. It's more of a review thing. So what did I feel? One thing that I said that I felt. By the way, the reason this video is short is because I don't have enough space in my phone. Number one thing that I learned. Series was amazing, but of course, I'm not saying I learned something from over the series. Oh my god. There were some learning points in the mindfulness part, but alright, so I came into my own room because it was getting really cold in the studio. So I came here, and by the way, where was I in the video? Yeah, my own thoughts on the series. It's really fun to watch. Like, you don't get bored even for a second. And you know, in this certain series, you're like, oh my god, what's happening? Why is this happening like this? By the way, I'm holding it like this, and some of the vloggers hold it like this, and it's really difficult because my hand's getting tired. But I don't have anything that I can put it against, so I can record myself. So, and also the lighting this way gets better. Anyways, so I was like, there's no moment in this series where you'd be like, oh my god, why is this happening? Why is this not happening? Why is this happening? I'm trying to find a good angle with good lighting, or somewhere where my phone is stable. I think this is perfect. Anyways, uh, this is perfect, but I need to put my hand somewhere. Okay, so I've put a tissue roll under my hand to sort of stabilize it, and I hope it's stable now. But I'm still holding it. Anyways, like I said, there are many moments in the series where in most of the series you're like, oh my god, now it's gonna get the problem that happens in most series. It does appear, but the way it's solved, you won't even say, oh my god, solved so easily. No, the way it's solved, it satisfies you. Like the way he overcomes his problems with mindfulness, and yeah, it satisfies you. And it's so, the series is written in such a great way and acted in such a great way that I loved every single part of it, and I would really suggest that you guys check it out too. That's why I didn't really spoiled it that much, just gave you the start of what happens in the series, but do check it out. Also, I really loved the second mafia boss. Like, he was so cute. Not that in like I didn't had a crush on him. I'm just saying that he was so, I really liked his character and the way the actor played that character. The second mafia boss. My favorite part was when he was introducing them, and he was like, the only difference that makes this one more scarier is that he's calm. The other one was not calm. He's of a more calmer nature, and that was so well described by the actor in the series. Like, he did look really calm in handling everything. So I really loved every single part of it, and how everything is handled with just mind games, you could say. Yeah, and something happens in the series that I didn't like at the end, that happened to the second mafia boss. But yeah, also another character that was my favorite was Sasha. That's the character I remember the name of. I loved him. He was such a gentle giant. Like the way he wanted to be the principal of the school and how he asked. I loved it. That's why I said watch the series and then come back, because then you'll know what I'm talking about. Just 8 episodes. You can just finish it in a day on a Sunday. Just do it like I did, or if you even have to take time, take time. It doesn't matter, because I'm someone who can't finish series in just a day or something, but I did that. So it's that easy to watch, but at the same time it keeps you hooked. Like, there's something about this series that it keeps you hooked. You want to watch what happens next. And then I was telling my mom to watch it because I really wanted to talk about it back then. Like, there was so much happening, especially how much he does just for his daughter. Like, his daughter was the only reason he did everything. Everything that was done was for his daughter, and honestly, that was so admirable. Yeah, I want someone who could um kill mafia bosses and run a whole gang for me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Please don't take this seriously. Please don't take this seriously. I'm kidding, okay? And yeah. And yeah. So it's just the fact that he was going to do so much for his daughter. By the way, when I said that, I did not mean dramatically. I don't know what you could take out of that sentence. So the way he does things for his daughter, like everything he's doing this for his daughter. All the series is based on how much he's capable of doing when it comes to his daughter, and how smart he is. I mean, I'm just glad that they didn't show someone who's just like a normal person and just through mindfulness he's achieving this. No, he was a lawyer and a very smart one. From the start, they've showed it that he's a very smart person. But with mindfulness, he's became really dangerous. So do watch the series. You would love it. I'm telling you again and again. You would love it. By the way, like I said, this video is really short. Um, but still, I wanted to share about this series from a really long time with someone, and now that I have a platform, I'm glad that I could share it with you guys. Like, and oh yeah, I was talking about Sasha. I loved Sasha's character. The way he's shown as a scary man, but at the same time, he has this. There's this sense of security with him throughout the series. Like I didn't felt for once that Sasha is scary, but at the same time, he's that scary man. Get it? Like it's so amazingly portrayed by the actor and written by the writers. Anyways, I think I would end the video over here. Today was a short video because there's no memory in my phone and I wasn't prepared well. I wanted to make this video about Squid Games. So maybe the next video would be about Squid Games because I watched it for my YouTube video. I wasn't going to watch it, but I did, and I watched the first season, but I want to record it all together. So the first season and the second season. And I'm already on the second season. So I watched the first season, but I'll record the second season and then I'll make one big video about it. So yeah, it was supposed to be this time, but it will be happening next time. Anyways, I said that I might talk about my procedure. So now I'll be talking about my procedure. By the way, the video is over. If you want to go, you can go. But now I'm talking about my procedure. So what happened was some sort of mass? No. Some sort of thing started growing inside my gums towards my jaw. And my dentist said, I don't know what it's called, but my dentist said that if we would have left it for longer, it would have formed a cyst. So what she did was remove my last, like the end tooth from the back, and she removed it, and then through the hole she removed the whole thing. Am I making sense? You know what? I have an idea. If I meet my dentist again, I have the same dentist, I'll try to record a video. How about that? And maybe she can explain it better. So I'll record the whole process with my dentist. And if you want to watch it, then you can watch it. If you don't want to watch it, it would just be another video on my channel. So I'll do that, okay? In detail. So it was me. That's why I'm stopping it here. This was just the overall what happened with the procedure. But now I'm deciding that I'll sit down with my dentist and then talk about it. But this was me, the real the cook, or whatever you like to call me, and I hope you enjoyed the video, even though it was short and I have no idea how I recorded it because it was recorded in so many clips as there was no storage in my phone and I have to keep deleting things to record. So I hope you still understood what I want to talk about because I love this series and I really wanted to talk in detail and I hoped I talked in detail. So goodbye. It was me, the cook, or whatever you like to call me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.